Hey everyone, from One Route, I'm Jeffrey Ross, and this is Storytime with One Route. Our marketing folks have informed me that August 18th is Serendipity Day, so in honor of that, I have a serendipitous moment for you. Years ago, when I was working for a bank, the bank would participate in various charities throughout the year. And one time there was a charity event that, by chance, quite a few people couldn't attend. And due to this serendipitous moment, my wife and I got the opportunity to attend the event. So we show up a little early and go to the bank's table, and there was a guy already sitting at the table. Well, by this time in the bank's history, the bank was getting bigger, and I no longer knew all the employees, so I just figured as another employee of the bank. We sat down next to the guy, introduced ourselves, and he had that type of accent that was clear he was not originally from Texas, and that's all right. So to make conversation, I asked him, "Hey man, where are you originally from?" And he said, "Northern Ireland." Well, that was interesting. So we continued just chatting, and I finally asked him I said, "What do you do for the bank?" And he kind of laughed and he said, "Oh, I don't work for the bank." Well, I wanted to make sure this guy was sitting at the right table. I said, "Well, this is the bank's table. Who do you work for?" He said, "I work for NBC Sports." Cool. My wife and I go on and have a great conversation with him about anything and everything. While we're waiting at the event, other people started coming up to the guy wanting pictures with him. And in fact, during the event, a live auction item was to have dinner with this guy. That actually was auctioned off for a pretty decent amount of money to go to charity. I finally turned to him and said, "Hey, who are you really?" And he honestly, humbly responded that he was just another guy, which I said, "No, nobody's donating money to charity to have dinner with me." So it turns out the charity event was a celebrity sports charity dinner in which famous sports figures sat at each table. Ours happened to be former pro golfer and sports show host David Faraday. As you can tell by now, I'm obviously not up to date on my famous golfers, but I have to say Mr. Faraday was absolutely a blast to sit with. Incredibly funny, very kind, passionate about helping veterans. It truly was by chance that my wife and I got the opportunity to experience that moment. So, to David Faraday, if you or any of your friends are watching this and can get the message to you, thank you for an enjoyable evening, and I'm glad that you got to meet the one and only Betsy Ross at the Emmett Smith Charity Golf Dinner years ago. Cheers.